Hi, Michael Buffer here, and let's get ready for FM Boxing Media.
This is Frankie Morgan here from FM Boxing Media, brought to you by the High Protein Company and Essex Event Hire. And this is an interview that, if I was interviewing when I met you, I think I'd have been about 15 doing interviews with you. How long ago did we meet with Kevin Mitchell training you?
That was 2.5 years ago now. Yeah, 2.5 years ago now.
Long old time, but last time I see you, you was hitting pads in the gym on Churchill Park, and ever since you've moved over to Azza, and looks like there's a new Shauna back, don't there?
Yeah, 100%. The move to Azza was definitely the best thing I've ever done. I thought, it's really funny to say, I thought I was a good boxer and I thought I knew what I was doing before going to him, but you can be damn right I didn't have a clue what I was doing, not one bit. Still getting there, man. There's a lot of learning and a lot of understanding in this game. It's not as simple as just turning up, throwing punches. There's so much more to it. And I'm enjoying the process of learning. I am really enjoying the process of learning.
Yeah, obviously, I've seen you go through the highs and lows.
Do you know what your height is?
Huh?
Your height.
5'6.5". And don't forget the half is very important.
It's a little exclusive, 5'6.5". But yeah, I've seen you go through the highs, the lows. I remember watching your fight against Browne, and I was gutted for you because I remember thinking this is Shauna's break, this will be the one. But ever since then, it's like you took that loss and you've just come back stronger and stronger and stronger, and you've now been signed by Inline Management. You're now coming back on the zone, top tier. Is this where you say Shauna's going to be recognised again? This is going to be where people are going to say Shauna's not a name to be messing around with in this division?
Yeah, I believe I'm going to massively announce myself to the world, even bigger and better than I ever have. Obviously, I've had opportunities on the zone with the fight over in Australia. I've beaten Taylor Jensen, which is a good name to beat. And let's be real about it, she only beat Edith Turan in a split. So, I believe everything that's happened in the last year, all roads lead to July 12th. I believe it all had to happen. I had to go through all that stuff. I had to go through the stuff with Rod to find Azza, and then obviously go through all the stuff in the last year. Man, yeah, I'm ready for July 12th. I'm ready to pick up the belt. I'm ready to announce out that I'm a good ticket seller, which I've been trying to tell everybody as well for the last year. I just haven't had the opportunity to sell tickets. So I think, man, the whole world is going to unfold. Everything's going to unfold in front of me after July 12th, and I'm ready for every single bit of it. But biggest thing, get in and put on a blinding performance and showcase who I am and what I can do.
So I think the one thing that you can never do is doubt an Irish selling tickets, because when I see that Katie Taylor got the fight at Croke Park, I looked and I thought, Katie Taylor can sell a ticket, but is she going to sell that? And I got proven wrong within 2 hours. I think you should never doubt an Irish when it comes to them sticking together, should you?
I agree. Like, the amount of people I had conversations with about whether or not she'd sell out Croke Park, they were like maybe 40. And I was like, no, watch this. See, they did it really cleverly because they had to do it over like 6 months to 8 months to, get the actual Croke Park over the line. So the amount of momentum it built was unbelievable in the whole of Ireland, let alone the world. So everybody was so madly invested. So because everyone was invested, it was a no-brainer. It was going to sell out. A no-brainer.
I feel silly that I even thought that she'd struggle. Like, I thought maybe she'll get 3/4 of the way and then they'll put on a good undercard and that will sell the rest. But it looks like she don't even need an undercard. There could be one fight that night, couldn't there?
No. No, she's no problem selling it out. And you know what? It's laughable, the people that actually doubted her. Croke Park is one of the most historical venues in Ireland, and the last person to compete there was Muhammad Ali. So obviously the minute you get it over the line, the minute she gets the go-ahead, of course everybody's going to want to be involved because everybody's going to want to have a piece of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, now, when Johnny announced it in signs, you actually put on the note from Katie Taylor saying about sparring you and saying about how good the rounds were with you. To get credit from, I would personally say she's the greatest woman of all time. Clarissa Shields obviously has a good shout over the water, but would you say, for one, would you say she's the greatest of all time? And for two, how good does it feel knowing that someone respects you that highly that's at that level?
So one, yes, she is the greatest sports person. I wouldn't even say woman, person in the whole entire world, and she's going to go down in history for what she's done. She brought female boxing into the Olympics. She's the one who made the platform for females in the professional ranks. She did it. She broke every single barrier that was put in front of her and paved the pathway for us. Don't get me wrong, obviously there was other women way before, like Deirdre Gogarty, Christy Martin. I'll never take it away from them. They were absolutely iconic, but they weren't my time. Katie Taylor was. And myself and Katie have an unbelievable relationship. We speak every other week. I'm so blessed to have a person like Katie Taylor in my phone book that is supporting me the way she's supporting me, and she speaks extremely highly of me because of the person that I am, and she sees who I am. Not many people get to see who I am because they don't get to know you. They just see as Shauna the fighter, and obviously I can be a bit like out there, but there's so much more to me than meets the eye. But you just have to give it the time to get to know it, and Katie's seen it. And the rounds that we had, she even said it, they're pay-per-view rounds. Man, you'd pay to see them. They were that unbelievable. And I didn't get called back every single time for no reason. I was obviously doing a bit of something, you know. But yeah, to have Katie there, man, it's just, it's unbelievable. And I can't wait to see her do her thing in Croke Park. And I can't wait to see her finish her career on a high and just go live her life, because I think she's done enough in the sport. Definitely.
I think one thing that you would love to do, and you might not have even thought about this yourself, but that fight September, ain't it? The Katie Taylor fight. Could you imagine you make a statement on this and then you get that final call from Katie Taylor and you're thinking, right, she wants me to come sparring, but she actually says, I want you on the undercard. Could you imagine? That would be probably the best pinch me moment of all time, wouldn't it?
I'm not going to lie, I'm not looking past July 12th, but I'm praying to the gods. I'm praying to the gods that that's what happens. I put on a blinding performance July 12th to win my first belt, and next minute I get a call that one of those slots for Croke Park are mine, because we've had many conversations and we've said it so many times that before she finishes her career is to fight on an undercard of hers, because I've been a massive part of two. I've actually been the main part of two of her biggest fights of her entire career, and she'll say it to this day. So to end her career and be on an undercard of Katie's would be super special. But it's the history. I'm the only girl in Ireland that fought her in an elite level fight. She never got to win an Irish title, actually fight for an Irish title, until she fought me in 2015. So the history's there. I think it'd be a beautiful story to finish her career and me be a part of it.
What do you think of the choice of opponent for Katie as well? Because a lot of people were saying it could have been Holly Holmes, and do you prefer the fact that she's going in? I know Holly Holmes deserves her credit for what she's done, but do you prefer the fact that it's a more traditional fight? It's the fight that people think she should be taking?
I believe so, yes. Because of the fighter that Katie is, and she's true and true. I would have been surprised if they did get Holly Holmes over the line. Don't get me wrong, right? In another light, the way I look at it, man, that woman has been through so many wars. She's given us so many unbelievable nights. You're like, maybe just leave her, have like an easier fight and finish on a high. But no, it's Katie Taylor. It's Katie Taylor. She loves to put it on the line. She loves to have a challenge in her front, and she always rises to the challenge. And let's be honest about it, right? The last two fights she's had against Amanda, she's actually got better, lads. And she's 40 in July. She's got progressively better. So I believe you're going to see another blinded performance out of Katie. She will win in unbelievable fashion again, and she'll retire on top.
Now, if you could, obviously, you've said you don't want to look past July 12th, but if Eddie Hearn's sitting and watching this now, you're going to want to win on July 12th, and you're going to want to give a message to him down this camera. What would your message be about getting on that undercard?
Eddie, give me a shot. Just give me a slot on Katie Taylor's undercard, man. I've literally been grafting for the last 2.5 years. I've literally sat in the sidelines. I haven't had anything handed to me. I've worked my ass off. I'm going to pick up that belt. You're going to see that I'm a great ticket seller. I'm exciting. Get me on the card with Katie Taylor. It makes sense. I'm the other main girl in Ireland that is putting it all in the line, the same as Katie. I think it would make sense for me to be on the card. It wouldn't make sense not to have me on the card, just put it that way. Come on, Eddie.
So if there's any tickets left, any possible, if there's 1,000 left over that have been reserved, Shauna will get rid of them.
I'll sell them all. I'll send the shoes off his feet, no problem.
Shauna, thank you very much. Good to catch up with you as always, and I look forward to seeing you on July the 12th. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.